I'm sure many are aware of this specific eyewitness from the Donald Trump rally from almost a week ago. Before playing this clip with him speaking, let's take a look here. And this is the new footage from the Trump rally from this perspective. And before breaking it all down, I want to point out this angle where these people are behind a cyclone fence filming, and you see the monitor in the back, and Donald Trump's on stage in this direction to the right. Now let's play this video clip again. New footage recently released. Take a look at what happens here and what is said by the individual filming all this. Let's take a look.
Look, they're all pointing.
First thing I want to point out, he says, the man filming says, look, they're all pointing, but for whatever reason, he puts the camera straight down to the ground, to the grass area. Let me back that up. Okay, you can see this. Where he claims everyone's pointing, and that's obviously to the supposed perpetrator. And I'm going to play this manually without the audio. He says everybody's pointing, but there's nobody pointing. Why does he point the camera down when he says everybody's pointing? Then he brings it back up. Doesn't make sense. And I'm going to pause here in a moment, and you're going to see the two police officers in question. They're going in the wrong direction with the so-called perpetrator on the roof in this area up here to the left. But first off, let's play this clip from the start once again with the man recording. Says everybody's pointing, but there's no one pointing. Then he points the camera down. Let's play that one last time.
Look, they're all pointing.
Again, doesn't make sense why he would point the camera down. You want to show the people pointing. Why have the camera go down? That doesn't make sense. That's red flags right there. Now, this individual here, as you see, I'm going to point him out a little bit later. He has the goatee.
On top of the roof. Look.
And make notice of the tree. This is a very important aspect. The distance and perspective. Getting back to here, where you see the tree. This is basically the position they're at here. Because you see, obviously, they're by a tree. So they're looking right here at the perpetrator. The screen was in this area. The big screen that he was pointing at was here. And obviously the stage here. So this is just to get a general idea of what we're looking at. They're standing in this direction, looking here. And the two police officers were walking in this direction. And here again is the cyclone fence area. Now I need to set this up before playing the video. The perpetrator is up here on the roof. And just take a look here at what happens.
There he is right there. Right there, see him? He's laying down, see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And so I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a Senate.
What's happening?
And to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it.
Yeah, look. There he is.
Easy, because we have many.
Now, for some reason, this guy, the perpetrator up on the roof, keeps like moving upwards. It doesn't make sense. The movement he makes, like he's doing push-ups or something. Let's take a look.
Millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be.
It's almost like he wants to be seen. He wants to be captured almost in video footage. And you heard an individual yell out, "Officer!" And again, they're going in the wrong direction. Let's continue.
Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here.
Then again, the perpetrator gets up again, almost like he wants to be seen.
It's much tougher than it happens.
And that's pretty much it with this individual. Again, people looking up on the roof. In the very beginning of the footage, like I shown, again with the guy claiming everybody's pointing, but there's no video of anybody pointing. That's why he points the camera down, because it doesn't add up to what he's saying. And here are the two police officers. You can see the white print of police in the back. It's hard to see, but there's definitely the print. And here's another officer in this direction over here. Move it forward so you can see him better. And there he is. There's the one police officer, and here's the other. Again, in the wrong direction. Go in the opposite direction. So you have Secret Service. They're supposed to be doing their job. Again, supposedly, this guy here too. It's almost like he's smiling or something here. What's going on with that? But nonetheless, again, here's the tree. And the perpetrator, like I said, it appears like he's positioning himself up, moving up. You'll see it right here when he does that. Watch this. He just kind of like pushes himself up. What is he doing here? What's going on? Like, again, like he wants to be seen. You can come to your own conclusions based on that. And like I showed earlier, as we move forward, he does it again. This is not a replay. This is later in the video where he's pushing himself up, where he stands out like a sore thumb. And again, you have Secret Service and regular, ordinary people supposedly are seeing this individual. But the Secret Service is clueless to what's happening. And this guy here, like I said, he turns out to be a witness as well, making the rounds with the media. Take a listen to what he says, again, regarding the police officers.
As Trump started, I noticed 2 officers that were looking for something or somebody. I was looking around myself and seeing a guy on top of one of the buildings.
And that's pretty much the only thing relevant he says here. And that gets into this individual that says a lot more things that are relevant and pertinent to this situation. And let's play this video clip.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farm and Greenhouse here. We had a party. And we all decided, hey, you know, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally, right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him. So we walked up, and probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, you know. But we noticed a guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, you know, we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on.
Obviously, this doesn't make sense. Like I showed earlier, why would the police be walking in the opposite direction? All this is very strange. Let's continue.
You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for, 2-3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes?
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes?
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at him for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
And just for reference, he's speaking about this angle here. And let me get this position properly. So they're standing in this area here, again, looking this way by the tree. Like he mentioned, Trump staged, the Secret Service counter snipers are here, and he claims that they saw him. All the people standing there, the snipers were looking in this direction while they're looking here. So just want to set the foundation of what this guy with the Trump hair is talking about. Let's continue on.
Binoculars.
Did they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here? I mean, this is not a big place.
Did you see, obviously everyone, when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh, yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching, but you're pretty sure they shot the guy?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
That's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. No, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but
sure. But a high velocity weapon.
It was a rifle of some sort. Yeah, absolutely.
So, how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof.
So in conclusion, very interesting what this individual has to say with everything that went down. And again, this newer footage, like I showed, the guy filming, pointing to the ground, saying people are pointing. Like with all these stories, there's inconsistencies with what went down. And this one, definitely with this new footage, speaks volumes of this individual. Again, it's like, again, he wants to be seen. He keeps propping himself up, pushing himself up for all to see. What is going on here with this guy doing push-ups on the roof? Give me a break. I'm going to move up here. You see him do it again. Keeps pushing himself up. So, again, like he could be seen. Very strange. There he is doing that push-up, or appears to be a push-up, so people can almost see him. You want to get down low and crouch down low and not propping yourself up for everybody to see you. Doesn't make sense, once again, with what supposedly went down with this rally in Butler, Pennsylvania.
John, chapter 9, verse 25. Whereas once I was blind, now I can see. Now I can see. Now I can see.